Hey everyone, for today's video, I'll be watching. If you can spare me 6 minutes, I will give you 10 years of your life back. So let's check it out.
Years ago, I came across an idea that changed my life and work forever. I came across a book by Bronnie Ware, a palliative nurse who spent years with patients in the final weeks of their lives. When people face their death, something happens. Suddenly, they stop taking life for granted. The small, everyday moments become incredibly valuable because it was the last time they would do anything. Learning from those who she cared for, she shared the top 5 regrets of the dying, which was
I will say, guys, I don't believe in regret, and I will make this one of my videos on the channel. So make sure to stay tuned.
eye-opening for me. I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. I wish
Do you want to be a people pleaser and force yourself into a life you don't want to live? Or do you want to live your life with intention and get to choose the life that you want to live?
I hadn't worked so hard. I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. I wish I had let myself be happier. None of these regrets are about getting that promotion, making more money,
Those all sound so basic. Like when you just genuinely love yourself and love your life, love the people around you, you don't even face this issue.
and being popular in front of others. Because does it really matter when you're so close to death? They're about the moments and the relationships we often neglect in the pursuit of more success, more approval from others, more wealth. But it's not about the external goals we didn't reach. It's about the experiences that we missed out on while chasing them. Like calling your parents and catching up over a nice family meal, living joyfully working on your passion.
You know what I have problems with this society is we have such a shallow mindset where everything is just based on our physical attributes, physical qualities, your successes that you see from your own eyes, but everything behind the scenes no one wants to talk about. Like if we had social media where everyone was just talking about the worst things about their life, then maybe I would actually appreciate social media more. But it's because everyone is sharing all the highlights of their life and never showing anything bad about themselves because they don't want to hurt their own image and ego.
Hanging out with your close friends over a deep conversation, kissing your loved one more time, having fun and pursuing your hobbies, traveling to explore places you've never been before. And if you got a family of your own, seeing the smile on your child's face when they finally see you at the end of a long day. And this points to a very simple truth. That is, we spend so much of our time stressing about the future, but the magic is in the here and now. And this
Stop the cap. People aren't stressing about the future, they're just letting life take them wherever they see fit. If people actually stressed about their future, then we would have a more intentional society, but we don't. So the question actually becomes, why aren't anybody caring about their future enough? Because if they really did care about their future, they'd know that death is inevitable, make sure to treat their family well, the people they love well, and also don't fall into this materialism, dopamine rushes. If you really cared about life, you'd hold on to what gives your life meaning. But what gives your life meaning if you've never realized what it is?
brings me to the next point of falling into the trap of being addicted to achievements on the outside and chasing happiness. We get caught in the
Genuinely, someone come in the Discord and discuss me on achievements and success because like I don't even care if you're a CEO or like you make millions of dollars. Like someone discussed to me what in that mindset is actually something worth taking. Like there probably is something valuable in that, and always being like driven towards a goal is definitely helpful in some areas of life. But when you really think about it, the more aware and like intellectual people in life, you tend to realize they either overachieve or they try to separate themselves and detach themselves from the rest of the world. So you never hear from them.
trap of thinking, I'll be happy once I reach that goal, or when I hit that milestone, then I can relax. But the truth is, happiness doesn't come at the finishing line. It's found in the process, in who we become along the way. Take it
That's why I've been telling everyone, watch One Piece. Yeah, at this point, I don't even care what the One Piece is. Just watch that 10,000 episodes of that show.
from my own experience. When I was starting this YouTube channel, I waited years to finally feel ready to post my first video. And then when I did, the early days were so tough. Staying motivated was hard. Putting myself out there was hard. But I found that the real joy came when I started focusing less on the big end goal and more on the small wins and the skills I picked up along the way. Maybe it was getting a really life-changing comment from someone on how my video helped them, or seeing a
I guess if it wasn't obvious for me, I just feel a sense of greater purpose. I mean, also in my description and also in my Discord community. I just want people to understand how to live a better life. Pretty much set the foundation for everyone so that I just want to help people in this world that's just infested with dopamine and so much misguided information. It really starts as simple as self reflection. Also, because I damn near have insomnia if I don't make these YouTube videos, and I keep playing these YouTube video ideas in my head while I go to sleep, and my brain is telling me you should still do something. That's exactly why I make these videos, so I actually can go to sleep.
Tiny bit of improvement in each new video.
Thank you guys.
Those little things made the journey so much more rewarding. And in the end, I evolved into a different person who learned so much in the process. A person that's almost unrecognizable to myself. And that's where most people get stuck, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until they feel ready. But here's the truth. Clarity doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing. We often wait for the right time, for all the information, for the confidence to magically appear. But that's not how it works. This path that you're going on isn't something you can always see from the start. You create it by walking.
Does she have an accent or not? Like sometimes she's pronouncing things like an American, but then okay, whatever. Anyway, when she's talking about clarity, I want to talk about mental clarity in one of my other videos, but I have a very grueling process. I don't think anyone can really follow what society deems pushes towards everyone. That'll be another video for another day.
By doing, by learning from each small step along the way. Yeah, taking that first step is going to feel uncomfortable. You might be afraid of failing and not knowing exactly what to do. But the pain of feeling stuck is always worse than the pain of taking action. Because
it depends what mindset you have, actually. Yeah, sometimes being stuck in life is actually a good thing because if you take so much risk and there's no safety net, nothing to ground you from your fantasy, then you're as good as cooked. Ultimately, I get what she's saying because you have to be aware of what steps actually are going towards your goal, and some obviously you can take one step forward and three steps back. But the ultimate goal is that you find some passion or appreciation for the process itself.
every day you stay in place is a day that you're further away from living the life you really want.
Okay, I don't agree with that because there is a book called The Art of Flow, and they pretty much go over laziness as being productive too. But the way laziness is portrayed in society nowadays, I don't think it's an actual laziness. It's like the boredom. You can feel bored, you can feel drained at times, but when you are able to replenish your energy again in that time, I'd much rather that as a productive way of moving forward than always constantly doing something.
When you start before you're ready, something powerful happens. You build that momentum, and every tiny step makes you feel much more capable, more confident.
Wait, now seeing that she was like a motivational speaker from one of her clips, and also she's saying take action, doesn't that go against what she literally said with the five regrets of elderly people? Is that they just want to make themselves happy, that they don't want to push towards a goal that they'll never see after they die? Isn't this kind of contradictory? Usually I'm the one that's a contrarian and I usually try to play devil's advocate all the time, but this doesn't really make sense to me unless she has some further point down the line.
It's the vote that you put in yourself for the kind of person that you want to become. And suddenly, the things that felt overwhelming start to feel manageable.
The thing with motivational speakers is I understand all of these things, and you all probably understand these things too. But what the hell are we gonna do about it? It's like there's this generation gap where people that are motivational speakers or people that talk on this topic don't ever actually get into the meat and bones of why we actually feel this way or how we can shift our behavior. It's like who's her audience at this point? It's just anyone that's living life. That's too broad. How about we go for intentional thinkers that want to believe in a better life for themselves if they change their mindset?
Felt impossible becomes finally achievable. And here's the thing, you don't need to know every step, just the next one. And this brings me back to this beautiful story my dad once told me. A child asked his mother what her favorite moment in life was, expecting to hear something like, the day I got married, or the day that I achieved.
I think I have multiple best days of my life, but I don't think I reached it yet. Honestly, I think my best moment in life would be when I go traveling, just traveling and existing. That's the best feeling I've ever had.
But the mother simply said, this moment right now, because yesterday is gone and tomorrow isn't guaranteed. The only moment we truly have is now. We often live as
I thought I thought she'd have more direction with this video. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm starting to lose the plot in this, and I'm not saying because I have ADHD or anything, but like, what is her point? She first starts saying that there's this book to hook us in, 5 regrets of people that are dying. And yes, I will definitely talk about elderly people on this channel and regrets on this channel. But then she starts talking about pushing towards goals. But then she literally said before the goal seeking that there are people that push towards achievement so much in life. Why are you saying to push towards achievements and goals right after saying that they regret not doing the things that they love? What is going? And then you're talking about some random quote to say, "Oh, we're present in the moment and enjoy it before it disappears."
if the future is promised to us, as if we'll always have time to do the things that really matter.
You'll have time to do the things that matter. You just have to have intention because we all have 24 hours in a day. And while obviously there are scenarios where like you may inevitably end up passing away early, but I guarantee you have a lot more time than you realize. A quote like this is going to try to spark some inspiration into people and motivation. Oh, I need to start doing something because my present self should be appreciated and loved. But you literally talked about goal setting and achieving things in your life. That's future oriented. When you go to the gym and you lift the weights, you don't expect muscle gain on the first day. But now you're saying be appreciative of the moment. Like what is this? What is this video turned into?
But all we have is now. So instead of waiting for some distant future when you finally enjoy life and do what you want to do, why not start today? So make that call, fill out that application, start that side hustle, write that book, share that video, book that flight.
Genuinely, like what is the direction of this video? She said start a side hustle. Can we just go back to those regrets for a second? They say they want to live happier. They say that they want to have the courage to talk to others. Like what is this blanket advice? Write a book? Like are we serious? Book that flight or okay.
And spend that time with your loved ones. What will your life look like?
Yo, it's because of this advice that people are cooked in society nowadays. This is getting millions of views. Like this generic motivational speech that I've heard everybody else say. Like this is ridiculous.
If you weren't worried about what others thought? What would it look like if you went all in? And what would it look like if it was the most fun you ever had? At the end of the day, the only person you have to answer to is yourself. When you look back, it won't be about what you achieved, but about who you became in the process.
But you were just giving us advice on what to achieve in our life. This generic side hustles, write a book, go do something with your life. Are we serious?
The real success of you lies in how you lived each day. So go live it. Spend your time doing what really matters to you, and don't wait until it's too late. Because I guarantee you, if you waited too long, the only regret you have at the end of your life is that you didn't start earlier. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video,
I will say one thing though, she is right about starting earlier. Once you build the foundation of your mindset and how your mind perceives the world around you, guys look into situational psychology, which is going to be one of my videos on this channel. But your environment shapes who you are as a person up until now, until you realize that your mindset has more agency over your life. Once you figure out your mindset is way stronger than the environment that you're in, you can leave that environment. You can shift your mind and perceive a different reality. And until you can do that, you have to understand where you are as a person and who you are as a person through self-reflection. But yeah, when you start earlier, you can scale that up way faster because I'm just talking about the foundation of it. And like a foundation of a building is not the entire building. That's like 10-20% of it. But because there's so many strong pillars at the bottom, you have to focus on the foundation as much as you can before you feel like you can move on forward. Overall, this video was honestly pretty tragic. I didn't want to be unhinged in these videos, and it's not even for clicks or anything. I genuinely don't understand where the direction of this video was going. But secondly, I want to say, how is this... Yo, these are getting millions of views because of these clickbait titles like give me 6 minutes and I'll give you 10 years of your life back. And yes, I understand. I'm just using these reaction videos for exposure. You all caught me. But seriously, like, because of this is the content that's online right now that no one has any direction. Like, if I were an average viewer leaving this video, what am I going to do from this? First of all, I'm probably going to just go doom scrolling, watch another video, which I'm going to do after this anyway. So I'm going to completely forget anything she said to me. Second of all, I can just, I will write that book. Okay. That's just me, the average unaware person in life, just goes write a book. Okay, now what? Because genuinely, some people can see one thing and just do it, and then that's it. It might not have sparked that process in them. It might not spark their creativity enough, because the process that she's saying in her experience is not going to tie to every single person in life. And so I just find this so disingenuous. Like I just don't like this type of content, but obviously I have to cover it in this channel because like I genuinely love the psychology and philosophy of life and how you can apply it to your own life. But the thing is the people that are giving advice on these topics, on these issues that we have, are literally doing nothing for us. And so I will definitely make a video on regret. I'll definitely make a video on older people, because ultimately the reason why you want fulfilling memories is because you won't have regret. Because regret and trauma lie in one area of life where you want to heal that trauma or regret so that it doesn't hurt anymore. For you to not remember trauma and for you to not look back on the past and feel regret. If you've lived the life that you want to live, you will not feel regret at all. Because if you make the right decisions at those times based on what you had at your resources, the only way you can feel happy before passing is if you have enough fulfilling memories that can last a lifetime. Think about if you're slowly passing away in a hospital bed and the only one that's with you are your thoughts. And if you had your thoughts clouding you with regret and trauma, all these bad things, what you could have done with your life instead, do you think you'd appreciate passing on? You probably assume no one cares if if you passed on, and life would just move forward, nothing special about you. But if you're able to build fulfilling memories that you can hold on to as you grow older, like I will never forget the first time I built my gaming PC. That will be with me forever. And so instead of regretting things in life, how about we figure out what makes us fulfilled and then try to find those fulfilling moments in our life and experience it even more? How about that? I will put the original video in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. If you want a place to reflect, ask questions, share ideas, or talk with people who are trying to live their life intentionally, you can join my Discord server in the description below.